This is Lorbas, now at 7 months. He has developed a close friendship with Flap, the rescue dog next door, and both his mom and his dad, she's a vet, he is a farmer, are very happy when Lorbas comes over. And those two rolled around for hours on end. And every dog gets home relaxed and happy. But the greatest passion of Lorbas is his ball. He plays with it for hours when he is not allowed to go out and play with Flap.
Trying to tell me, Lorbas, huh?
And the greatest thing is, of course, when we play checkered ball, and he comes
to go and play with
and
the ball.
pines for the ball in the throwing device, and entices me to go out and do another round of a number of retrieves with him. I can throw the ball probably for 100, 120 meters, and he always happily and greedily brings it back, and we can do it again. And every once in a while we try to cheat him so that he doesn't know where the ball went, and then he has to search it. That's what Chris does here. Now he has to search it, and it's beautiful to see how he eagerly looks for the ball, and he uses his nose exclusively to find it. It took him about 4 weeks to learn that if he looked where the ball went in the air, it would speed up his retrieve. Here's another search for the ball in the hay, but he almost always finds it.
Thank you, Lorbas.
So today
Great.
we tried another thing. We went out into East Zug Park, where the grass is very high, and we did a number of retrieves to his great delight. And again, we threw the ball sometimes into the very high grass, and he was able to find it. This is a quick retrieve right from the path, where he was able to see where the ball went. But here I was throwing it into the grass. It's in the grass where he runs to, and then he retrieves it with his nose eagerly and comes back with it. And then we tried yet another thing, and we went to the pond, where he had to retrieve the ball from the water, where of course he can't smell it, at least not as well as in the grass. And he has to develop different approaches to grabbing it, and he plays around with it a little bit. But eventually he brings it back as well.
Good, Lorbas, good.
And given that, we tried to go to the salt chuck and see how we could do there, and whether we could entice him to swim, because the little pond where our previous dog Theo learned to swim wasn't deep enough in the middle of the drought in the summer. So I started by throwing the ball just to the shore a little bit, and he retrieved it from there. and then into the water where he could easily get to it. Again, he has to search for it and realize
Good,
that he has to
Lorbas.
look for it
Thank
rather
you.
than to smell for it. But he brings
Up,
it
Lorbas.
back. And then I progressively throw it out a little further.
Good, Lorbas. Thank you.
So now I throw it to a place where he basically has to swim, and he tries to figure out how to get to the bow. He goes to and fro and finally starts to swim towards it, but then he chickens out
Lorbas, good.
and
Great,
returns.
Great.
And now I throw it really deep in, and now he goes for it, and he swims. Now he swims, and he tries to grab the ball in the water, and finally
Great,
succeeds,
Lorbas.
and swims back with the ball.
Great, Lorbas.
And then, for compensation, he's allowed to play with the ball in the sand.